What's up, guys? Xman here from Xman and Pops, and this is our first episode, or my first episode, of playing Dark Souls. I'm gonna do this aside from Tehran's tribute, and this is going to be a dexterity build. So, this is the first episode of our Dark Souls playthrough. Let's get started, shall we? Oh, no, not... Wow, not load game. Thank you very much. I'm gonna name this guy Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer. And then Slayer. Let's see here. S L. Where's the L? Where's the L? Oh, there it is. My goodness. I am really getting angry. Where the heck is the Y? There it is. And E. And then the R. Not used to this kind of selection. We're gonna make a male, of course, because we're manly. And I guess we'll go with a wanderer. His intelligence is pretty high. He's very balanced. Let's go with him. We're definitely gonna get the master key. The physique, I'm gonna make him very slim, so we have a less of a target, be smaller target. Commoner, whatever. I don't know. No, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Oh, that reminds me of Leon from like Resident Evil. Curly, swept back, seating, short. We'll just do it. Color, black. Accept it. Because if we don't put anything there, it won't accept it. All right, I'm gonna shut up for this part because it is the storyline.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Another fairly hard boss.
Nito, the first of the dead.
This whole game is not fair.
The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord
He's
of
like
Sunlight,
the freaking hardest boss there. He's just annoying.
Nights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
That's where we come in. We're the descendants of him.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
There's one
Thus
though.
began the Age of Fire.
What is it, caveman? Seriously.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
You got that right. I will kill every single one of them.
There are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights.
Well, you got an ugly face.
Carriers of the accursed dark side.
Dark side sucks. It's like the useless thing because you drop everything and then go back to your bonfire. But that comes back in later. I'll explain the mechanics in Turan's. We explained the mechanics in Turan's tribute. I'm just gonna show you where to get stuff and pretty much play the game. Hate this place, man.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
Heck, why would they like corral these people? Like,
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
why? Seriously, why? That's what I never got. Why did they corral them?
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
That's pretty creepy. That's pretty messed up.
This is your fate.
Face looks hideous. Ugh. Get some plastic surgery or something. Oh, here it comes. Oh, get some plastic surgery, man. Oh, man. I'm serious, he looks like the one from Demon's Souls. He said that he failed in his mission, so pretty sure that. So this is us. Okay, to run, pretty much just hold circle. To attack R1, or if it's Xbox, you press RB, and the heavy attack is RT or R2, like that. And the red bar basically counts as your life bar, and the green bar deplenishes. That's because it's your stamina bar. You guys gonna get tired during combat, so you want to use it wisely. Now that other thing up there, the one with the 0, that is our humanity bar. Now the humanity bar pretty much is like you're gonna want to keep your humanity because if you die, you lose your souls, which it's like your currency. Pretty much can upgrade your weapons with souls, buy stuff with souls, level up with souls. Pretty much it's based on souls. So we just got our dungeon cell key, and we're going to kill some of these guys. I hate you because your face is freaking ugly. Whoa. You for reals, man? You didn't have to do that. You really didn't. That's just cruel. But the humanity bar you can use to kindle fires, and I'll teach you what that is in a moment because we're about to get a potion. in about a second. Oh, take that. Broken straight sword away. Alright. So now, if you kill this next boss here. Okay, so this is a bonfire. If you light and rest at it, this is where it's basically a so-called checkpoint. And you basically respawn at this whenever you die. So let's say if I die, like right now. Yeah, I'll die right now. Let him sit on me. Alright, watch. This asylum demon. Come on, please, just kill me. Just kill me. Freaking, I know how to dodge this guy's attacks. Just, come on. Come on. Oh, you stuck your butt up my... No, I stuck my face up your butt? What? Oh, yay. Okay, so now I'm gonna die closer to the door. Okay, so that didn't happen. So, points out the obvious. It says that you died. I just hate that. It just points out the obvious. Okay. So, waiting for this to load. When it does, you're gonna see something unusual. Now, see that right hand, the bar on the right hand side, or bottom right hand corner? Well, that is my soul bar, or soul meter. You basically get a bunch of souls, and that's your currency. That's how much souls that you have, or how much money you have. And before I had 60. You feel free to rewind your video, but I originally had 60. I died. Now I have 0 souls, but there's a way that you can get back your souls. Now, if I rest at this bonfire, see how I respawn back here? Well, that's because I lit and rested at the bonfire. You have to rest at it. You don't have to just light it. You need to rest at it too. And I'm going to show you how to get your souls and your humanity back if you lose your humanity, and I'll explain the humanity a little bit later. See that green sprite right there? That is my... And it says you recovered, and I got my 60 souls back. Now what I have to do is I have to run into here so I can finally explain the humanity bar. So the humanity bar is used to kindle this bonfire. You get potions each time you rest at the bonfire, which are called Estus flasks. Now, Estus flasks just replenish your health. That's all they do. But when you run out of them, you have no way of getting them back. So what you have to do is you have to rest at the bonfire again. Now this is the equipment menu. What you have to do is you have to press start on either Xbox or PlayStation 3. Press to the side and it'll say change equipment. Not with the control stick, with the left stick. What you have to do is you have to press the D-pad, or else it'll do this with the left stick. It'll still move. You need to change the equipment. And here you have, this is your left hand, these 2 slots here. And this is your right hand. This is for your swords and how you melee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my left hand a leather shield. And if you hold up LB or L1, whether it's on Xbox or PS3, then you can just come over here. You can just block. And my sword doesn't block 100%. I don't think. I don't think so. Seriously, die! Oh my goodness. If this guy's not gonna die. Okay, now that we have a scimitar or a sword, let's replace it with that. So now we have an actual sword, not broken one. And see how fast that killed him. That's because we have a non-broken sword, and depending on this, if you put in your first slot, it'll make your sword stronger, I believe. So now we're gonna come up here. I'm gonna pass through this fog wall. Usually if there's a fog wall, it means that there's a boss, but in here, there's no boss. now, how we get these Estus flasks I was telling you about earlier. This is just a shortcut to this spawn fire right there. So we have to activate this trap. And now traps are found not commonly through the world, but you'll find this is the very first trap that you'll ever encounter. And this will break the wall and will reveal this knight.
Oh, you're not.
Let's just listen to his dialogue.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yes, I'll hear you out. Answer is yes.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient
So
lords.
specific.
When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
And thank you too. Goodbye and die. There it is. There, he died. If you hear that, he'll be there no more. So basically what you want to do is, I didn't kill him first, but if you kill him with the first time, what will happen is that you'll get his Demon's Great Hammer, but I don't want to do that. I want to be a dexterity build. Okay, now it's a good time to explain the shield damage reduction and stuff like that. Okay, on the left side, you'll see the attack, and on the right side, that's the damage reduction. Damage reduction is only good for shields. Don't even bother with shields, because if you look at the physical damage on the attack, the first one is called physical, the other one is magic, the other one is fire, the lightning, the critical. That's basically how much damage or hit points you do. There's no like, oh, this is like gonna block a little bit percent of the damage, it has a little chance of, no, you either hit or you don't hit, you either block or you do block. That's plain and simple. Sometimes you don't even need a shield for some bosses because, well, you can't really block their attacks. They're too heavy. They're going to break your stamina guard. If you have a lot of stamina, or if a boss or any type of player or maybe just a regular enemy hits you and deplenishes all of your stamina, you're going to get staggered. Or if you get hit by probably one of those great swords. But now, let's talk about the leather shield. See this leather shield, the physical on the left side, that doesn't matter. That does not matter. The damage reduction, that's what really matters. You're never ever gonna see me put a shield in the right hand, unless you guys want me to do a challenge or something like that. Feel free to put in the comment section below and tell me what you want me to use. Damage reduction, it's 85% physical damage. So physical damage, when it comes to physical damage, it's not gonna block 100% of the damage. Like, you pretty much take a little bit of damage when you get hit by an enemy or something. But magic damage, let's say if somebody hits you with, I don't know, a sorcery, it will take a lot of life from you. Fire damage, it's okay. Lightning damage, it's okay. Stability, it's not that good. Stability basically means if they hit you, your likeliness of getting staggered. Alright, so now that we have this Estus flask, it's time to show you what it does. Now, hopefully I can just get hit. If you're wondering what these things are, you can leave messages behind, but these are from the developers. If you press triangle or Y, depending on Xbox or PlayStation, you can double hand your weapon, basically allowing you to pretty much do it, like pretty much wielding it faster or chopping faster. It'll do that. Or if you press R1 plus the R1 button or the RB button. Sorry, I'm getting confused with the Xbox. So that'll do a kick. Or if you have a curved sword, the likeliness of being a kick is very low because it does this instead. Does that. That's very useful for when you're trying to fight a boss and you just want to come back. And if you press the left stick and R2 at the same time, everything is at the same time, okay. And then you do a jump attack. That's a jump attack. Now, resting at the bonfire revives enemies. Oh yeah, and that's where farming comes into play. So come on, just hit me. Oh, you know what? I don't got time for this. Seriously, man. Alright, now just try to hit me. Come on, hit me. Hey, come on. Here. Okay. So now, Estus Flask basically just replenishes your health. And you have to press square or X, whether it's on the Xbox or PS3. Now, every time you kill a enemy, it gives you souls. So if you rest at a bonfire and come back, the enemies are going to still be there because it revives all of them. So that's where farming comes into play, and that's where you can just farm and farm and farm, and then you'll just level up. So now, what I'm going to do is I am going to going to kill all these guys. Now, here's the guys with the shields. These are very, very common throughout Lordran or throughout the world. Heck, the easiest way to kill these guys... Okay, I'm going to teach you guys also how to parry. The easiest way to kill these guys is just to kick them. But the way you parry is that if you have a shield in the left hand, or pretty much anything like a parrying dagger or something like that, at the right time, pressing L2 or LT will do this. Pressing it at the right time. And then when you get a riposte, basically that's you have a small window of time to just stab them. Or you can get behind them. You can't have your shield up, and you just hold R1 or just press it. You don't have to be locked on just like Demon Souls if you're a Demon Souls player. Now, what you can also do this. Get that extra damage in there with the jumping attack, because it's the jumping attack plus that. This is pretty much one of the easiest boss. All you need to do is pretty much just roll out of its attacks. This is the easiest boss in Dark Souls, in my opinion. If you press, that's what's unique about this sword, that it has a double attack. If you press R2. Oh. Not gonna get me there, fatty. Ba-bam. You're dead. Now we get the big pilgrim's key. See, now we got one humanity. Now, if we take that humanity, or if we put this in our hotbar, if it's in our hotbar, you can pretty much select it by pressing down on the D-pad. And if you press square or X, it'll fill up your humanity bar. Then, if you go to a bonfire now, after you defeat this guy, you can level up or reverse hollowing and kindle. Reverse hollowing is basically, I am pretty much dead. I am dead. Alright? And I have to go right now. It's coming to about 15 minutes. So, I will catch you in the next episode.